Here are two things that I recommend if you own an iPhone or you're about to get an Apple product. There's two things that I recommend that you do at the time of purchase or subsequently after you purchase your new Apple device. One is Apple Care. Apple Care is like an insurance policy. Something happens to your phone, like this, the battery, you drop your phone, you crack your screen, they can replace your phone's broken screen and battery without any additional cost to labor or parts because it's covered. And I recommend the second product, that's the iCloud. I get it, nobody wants to pay an additional fee to store their data in the cloud. People have issues with the cloud. I was one of those people who didn't trust it, but it is necessary to have in today's times because God forbid if something happens to your data on these devices that you use constantly, like your phone, your computer, most of the times it's irrecoverable on a solid state media in some cases. So without that backup, you're basically out of order. So those are the two products that I recommend if you own an Apple product or you're about to get a product brand new, or I'm not sure about refurbish, but you may want to check with Apple and see if you can apply the Apple Care to their refurbished iPhones that you purchase directly through them or through a third party vendor. Definitely, one, get your Apple Care. I would suggest doing the monthly plan as opposed to paying the 3 year plan or the 2 year plan that they have to offer up front. Get the monthly plan. So let's say in my case, my iPhone, my battery, it was time to replace it. I've had the phone for 5 years. I still have it to this day, and I'm using this same iPhone I bought 5 years ago to make this recording. Right? I was able to get my battery replaced free of charge. No additional costs, no parts and labor. Everything was included. And I think a year or so ago, I cracked my screen. The screen was shattered in a million pieces, so I had to, pay an additional fee. It wasn't much, but it was an insurance policy that I took on my phone. I would consider it an investment to whatever you're using your Apple iProduct for, whether it's for personal or for business. Especially for business, you definitely want to take those two things out, and especially your iCloud, because that's another insurance policy if God forbid something happens to your data on your computer, you happen to lose it from the solid state media that's built in. Solid state is basically chips. Something can go wrong with it, and next thing you know, your data's toast. So get those two things, and I recommend them not only as a customer but also as a technician. It can save you precious time and aggravation if you purchase them at the time or subsequently down the line, rather than not have it and then you're out of luck. So take heed to this message, and you folks have a wonderful day. Thank you.